Nick speaking, and welcome to this video. Right, a little channel update for you. This is going to be a Dark Eldar edition. I'm going to talk mainly about my Dark Eldar. The wife is going away, as you already know. I now have the date that she's going to go away, and I am now frantically preparing all of my Dark Eldar stuff, ready to do the Warboss Tae Painting challenge. So I'm going to start the challenge. My plan is on Sunday the 10th of July, so hopefully I will have prepared everything by then so that I can do the challenge. So that is my plan. So there's going to be a lot of Dark Eldar content coming up over the next week. I'm going to be showing you all the units that I've got that I've finished, like converting and building and stripping and stuff. And then of course the Warboss Tae challenge will start. That'll be 31 days of daily updates on my painting challenge to paint the whole of my Dark Eldar army in those 31 days. It's going to be hard work, it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm going to show you soon a test paint scheme that I've got for the army. I can talk about that in a bit. But I'm really excited actually now that I've seen the paint scheme that I'm going to potentially go for. It's really G'd me up to get these Dark Eldar painted and eventually have them on the table in a game. So I'm really excited. I've noticed my Dark Eldar stuff is getting a good amount of views on my channel, so I really hope you've been enjoying the series of videos and following me along my journey with the £25 Army Challenge, and hopefully you'll enjoy seeing me paint them up on a day-by-day basis. So yeah, I'm really excited. Other news before I show you the paint scheme that I've come up with. Of course, the Space Wolves, the Year of the Wolf. To be fair, since the last video that I put up showing you the next unit, I've done absolutely nothing on them. I just haven't had time. I've been 100% concentrating on getting the Dark Eldar ready and prepared. There's been quite a lot of work to be done on the units that I've got. And although I did plan to do a build and chat video where I sat down and I prepared that unit of Longfangs, put them on pins and stuff, but it just didn't happen. I just haven't had time. So that will happen probably one day. But once the challenge is over, the 31-day challenge, I'm actually going to have another month's worth with my wife here, because she's going away for 2 months. So I'm going to use the second month to paint the Space Wolves, the Longfangs. So that is my plan over the next 2 months, the Dark Eldar and then the Space Wolves. So lots of painting to be done, but I'm really looking forward to it. And I hope to do some other content as well. It's not just going to be 31 days of Dark Eldar updates. I will have other content as well, so you'll probably start seeing 1 or 2 videos a day from me over the course of the month. So that's primarily the update. I'm going to show you the paint scheme now. I really hope you like it. I've had a lot of fun with it, and I'm really excited. So we'll go table down, and I'll explain and show you what I've done. Okay, so just about to show you the test paint scheme that I've done for my Dark Eldar. Really happy with it. But first of all, I've just got this plain unpainted model here for you to look at whilst I have a chat about the colour scheme that I've chosen. So I always knew I wanted a quick and easy paint scheme for this army. I didn't want this painting project to go on for like 2 or 3 years like some of my other painting projects. So I wanted to have something which I knew I could just paint really quick. Very similar to what I've done with my Tyranid army. I can paint my Tyranids very quickly. It's a nice simplistic paint scheme, but it looks pretty cool on the table. That's what I wanted for the Dark Eldar. And I wanted to also pick a colour scheme which was totally different from all of my other armies. Now I've always had it in the back of my mind that if I ever collected a Space Marine army, it's not going to happen, and I don't count Space Wolves as Space Marines. They're Space Wolves, they're not Space Marines. But no, I always thought to myself, if I ever have a Space Marine chapter of my own, I'd want an orange chapter. So I've had it in my mind for quite some time to have an orange-based army. So when I got this Dark Eldar project going, I thought, I know, I'm going to go for orange. Now I know orange is not particularly easy colour to paint. The paint is very watery as such, so you've got to do several coats or do a good decent base coat. But I thought that wouldn't be too much of a problem, because what I planned to do originally was to go down the same route as my Tyranids, so basically just prime them black and then do some spot orange highlights. I thought that would work quite well, but then something inside me was saying, well, that's just too similar to your Tyranids. So I've decided to go for something else, still maintaining the orange colour, something which I think is a bit more in keeping with Dark Eldar theme, but also keeping my orange colour. So here we go. Without further ado, I am now going to switch over to my test model. There he is. Now, bearing in mind this is just a tester and it's done very, very roughly, but that is what I've come up with. So what I actually did, believe it or not, is this model is actually painted with one colour. It's painted with Troll Slayer orange. So what I did first is, of course, I primed it black. I then actually dry brushed it with the Troll Slayer orange. And then I painted the plates with that colour. Just one coat, quite thickly, because it's only a test model. Just wanted to see what the colours would look like. I then washed the entire thing with Fugan orange. It's an orange wash over the entire model. This is the results. Now, one thing I have learnt is that I won't be washing the orange armour plates on the actual test model. I might do a few of the recesses, but I won't just do like a blanket wash over everything, because as you probably would expect, obviously washing on a flat surface just makes it a bit sort of blobby as such. So I think in the real test scheme, I will do the dry brush and then the wash. Then I'll go in and I'll do the spot highlight armour plates. But I'm really, really liking it. I've got him some like orange eyes. Just see if I can zoom in a bit closer. No, I don't think I can actually. Let's move it closer. There you go. So he's got like these glowing orange eyes. I'm really, really liking the armour. It's almost like a rusty look, but it's not really rusty. But I think it suits like the dark side of Eldar as such, but also has that like invigorating spot colour, which I think will really, really make the army pop. Now I was thinking how I was going to translate this to the vehicles. I'm thinking of doing that, like the dry brush theme all over the vehicle, and then probably use the spot highlight to do some freehand like Dark Eldar symbols on the side of the vehicles or something. I thought that might be pretty cool. Now of course I will need other colours in the army. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to lay down these two colours, get these all finished. I'm not going to highlight the orange at the beginning. If I've got time left at the end of the challenge, or possibly sometime in the future, I will go in and edge highlight all of the orange. But I'm looking for something which is just going to look pretty good on the table, tabletop quality, nothing more than that. Like I said, if I've got time at the end, if I've got a week left at the end, I can go in and I can add some more detailing. But I think just on its own, as it stands now, it looks pretty cool. Like I said, I will need a third colour, so I'm thinking a very nice complementary third colour to this would be a bone colour. So I'm thinking maybe like the swords and the guns and stuff can be like a nice bone colour. Thought that'd be pretty cool. There is quite a lot of skin on the Dark Eldar, so I've got to obviously work in the skin. I think that will probably take, to be fair, probably take the most amount of time to do the skin. And then, yeah, I was thinking about using like this bony colour to do some of the other detailing on it. So for example, on his head, I don't know if you can see it, but there's like a little symbol at the top there, so I'll do that like a bony colour. I think it'd be a fantastic complementary colour to that base and also to the orange. I may add a bit of silver and stuff in there as well, but I'm thinking a bone colour is the primary third colour. So that is what I've come up with. I do really hope you like it. If you've got any suggestions, then obviously let me know. You know, whether I take those on board or not is another thing, but it's always great to get feedback, so you know, always appreciate those comments. Yeah, personally I'm really liking it, and the fact that it's pretty quick and easy paint scheme, apart from obviously the actual orange itself, where I will have to do, rather than going straight in with the Troll Slayer orange, I'm going to do a Jokero orange base, is it? So I'm going to have to base it and then do the layer, and then I said eventually, maybe at the end of the challenge or in the future, probably wash the recesses and maybe highlight that orange as well. I'm not going to be highlighting the actual armour plates or anything. I think that looks pretty cool as it is. I like that flat, dirty look. So I'm going to keep it like that, but as I said, any highlights will just be a little bit on the orange. Hopefully I'll have enough time during the challenge. We'll have to see how long it takes. I've got, now I did add up how many models I've got in total to paint. I think it was like 102, something like that, and 7 vehicles. So it's quite a lot of models to paint in that 31-day period. But I'm up for the challenge. I'm really looking forward to it. Okay, so that's it from me. Thanks for watching as always, and I'll see you in the next video.